Oriental medicine has a number of treatment modalities, most of which are mainly focused on controlling the flow of qi. And it is said that even a magnet can be used as a cure for stimulating life energy. Then how does a magnet act on our body to treat diseases? Today, some Oriental medicine clinics are taking advantage of magnetic therapy to treat a variety of health conditions. It uses the electricity produced from our body and exposes specific areas or pain spots to magnetism to control the flow of qi. Then what are basic principles of magnetic therapy in Oriental medicine?
한의학에서 인체를 질병을 이해하는 데 있어서 크게 음양오행학설과 오운육기학이라는 학설이 있습니다. 오운육기학이라는 것은 사람이 태어날 때 어느 정도 자기의 건강 상태를 가지고 태어나는데 후천적으로 건강이 무너지는 것을 그 근본 원인을 찾고 자기의 도움을 빌려서 허약한 장부는 강하게 해주고 또 실한 장부는 그 기운을 깎아주는 그런 목적으로 자기를 응용해서 치료하고자 하는 것이 자기요법이 되겠습니다.
Medical practices using a magnet as a cure date far back to ancient China and Greece. Even in modern times, a number of studies on them are still taking place throughout the world. In Korea, Dr. Gu has been making continuous efforts to incorporate magnetic therapy with Oriental medicine. Dr. Gu's magnetic therapy is drawing enormous attention at home and abroad. At the Chinese Medicine Institute in Beijing, China, actual clinical trials are being made to confirm the therapeutic efficacy of magnetic therapy.
동방의학의 기본이 약을 쓰든 침을 쓰든 모든 것이 결국은 경락 조절이거든. 경락을 통해서 오장육부 기능 조절이요.
The basic principle of magnetic therapy is that our body has its own bioelectricity that can be controlled by magnets to treat a disease. Then what is bioelectricity, and does it really exist? How can we detect and measure the biomagnetism that is alleged to exist around our body? This is squid, the only equipment that can measure bioelectricity. The human body is producing slight magnetism, which can be detected with the help of squid for medical diagnosis.
우리 몸에는 세포가 활동하기 위해서 세포나 근육이 활동하기 위해서 여러 가지 형태의 전기가 흐르게 되는데 그러한 전기가 흐르면은 그 주위에는 자장이 발생합니다. 가령 예로서 우리가 심장의 경우 이 심장이 박동하기 위해서 이쪽에서 그 전기가 발생해서 이 심실로 가게 됩니다. 그럼 이 심실이 그런 전기 신호를 받아서 수축과 팽창을 하게 되는데 그 전기가 감으로써 이 주위에는 자장이 이렇게 생기죠. 그러면 그것을 스키드로서 측정하는 겁니다.
Our body cells spew out electromagnetic signals as they are moving around, and such signals create a kind of magnetic field called biomagnetism. Squid is a kind of magnetic detector that can measure low-frequency radiation generated from various body parts. For example, the heart is emitting 10 to the minus 10th telsa of electricity, and the brain 10 to the minus 12th telsa. Bioelectricity generated from our body. Magnetism flowing from the north to the south pole. Oun-yuk-gi theory, an Oriental medical theory that divides people by their constitutions and suggests diagnoses and treatments based on them. An Oriental meridian theory that is aimed at curing disorders by controlling energy channel meridians in our body. How can all these work in harmony to make magnetic theory an effective cure?
자기는 원래 N극에서 S극으로 이동하기 때문에 이건 예입니다. 폐경이 이렇게 이제 여기서부터 이렇게 흘러 내려옵니다. 근데 폐기능이 약하다 할 때는 폐기능의 그 생명을 복원시켜줘야 되지 않겠어요? 그러기 위해서는 흐르는 쪽으로 더 촉진을 하는 겁니다. 여기 N을 붙이고 여기 S를 붙입니다. 이렇게. 그러면 폐기능이 활성화됩니다. 흐름을 촉진시켜주거든요. 이렇게 하는 거고. 만약에 반대로 폐기능이 너무 항진되어 있다 하면 반대로 해줘야 됩니다. 흐름을 저지시켜줘야 되니까.
Magnetic therapy applies the north and south poles of a magnet to the skin, where the meridians flow, so that the magnetic force can influence those energy channels. Magnetic therapy has two types of procedures. One is to apply magnetic poles to major acupoints, and the other is to apply the poles directly to pain spots. Decisions can be made depending on the symptoms. To see how much influence magnetic therapy can have on actual clinical cases, Dr. Gu has conducted an experiment along with an Oriental clinic and a Western medical hospital. Among 203 patients with arthritis, headaches, and other functional diseases, more than an 84% efficacy rate was reported. Then how effective is magnetic therapy in treating diseases? Now we're going to see how much this patient with a lower abdominal disease has changed before and after the magnetic therapy. The experimental method to be used is the yin-yang pulsometer that can examine the health status of internal organs. Her condition is going to be checked before and after receiving the treatment respectively. That way, we'll see how the affected organs have changed. The whole procedure takes about 40 to 60 minutes after attaching the magnets. About 40 minutes later, her lower abdominal part was examined with a pulsometer.
근거한 데는 변하지 않아요. 처음부터 잘 보면. 그러니까 지금 이맥이나 자기 자체를 지금 자궁적으로 몰아버리니까 하고 나서 바로 재니까 올라가네요. 자기 치료를 하기 전의 상태의 맥상은 양적인 맥보다 음적인 기운이 더 강한 맥상을 지금 나타내고 있는데 치료를 하고 난 후에 바로 다시 재었을 때 나타나는 변화는 음적인 기운은 없어지고 양적인 기운으로 지금 향하고 있다는 것은 자력으로 인해서 에너지가 상승되었다는 것을 우리가 생각해 볼 수가 있겠습니다.
그 상승되는 건 어떤 의미죠?
즉 그러니까 병적 개선이 좋은 쪽으로 개선이 됐다는 걸 말하는 거죠.
Magnetic therapy has shown its potential as a diagnostic and curative method in numerous clinical applications. Though scientific data and verifications are still much needed, it is expected to become a highly potential alternative medicine if supported by continuous studies and researches.